Hamahologo, Hayajonego, Hamahologo, Hayajonego, Hayajonego, Nabe Hajolile, Yanahene, Hamahologo, Hamahologo, Hayajonego, Hayajonego.
Welcome to the 2021 school year graduation, Sherman Indian High School. I'm your principal, Dr. Funston Whiteman. I'm from Sealing, Oklahoma. I want to welcome all our fellow graduates. I want to welcome our students. I want to welcome our dignitaries, tribal leaders, community members, and all their families and friends represented.
Hi, my name is Christopher Jones. I am from St. Carlos, Arizona. I'm St. Carlos Apache. I would like to say the Pledge of Allegiance in Apache. Narikat Lekiji Bosizin, United States of America. Darasli ine ba'aza. Bike koinan bishekashe. Dan glinihi. Dashla antigo. Do hadini tetago. Do hadin bisnan dan gligora. Shlae danua noyate ligo.
Hi, my name is Nina Ayala. I'm from Shiprock, New Mexico, and I will be singing the Star Spangled Banner in the Dene language. So here goes. Yashodanolahi hayol kalbieta badawinekata danatayagolehitnelini no dos domison sos nabayitaya bitahuni yagodenatla nijin dan banalini ahol ago beninida bahadin dahalonde eya beto si hosen tone hadas and tons in de toshi a so bisanelko danata ahol ado Nehekeya bikike karhojo nahazi. Thank you.
At this time, I want to go ahead and introduce our next speaker who will be giving our blessing, Mr. Gary Keene. He is from the Acoma, Pueblo, and Navajo people. Thank you.
Uati, sheneme waya aisle waya stesh, diami hanustetish, aku me hanustre. Ina wa tawa e haub. Sheneme zekana waya aisle, diami hanustre, aku me. Amu o sheneme drukas tatsema, stamut stama akutemish. I was asked to do the opening prayer for the ceremony. I will do this in my language and in English so that you all understand, because not everybody is Acoma and not all of you understand Acoma. As I do my prayer, I want you to help me. I want you in your own way to pray for your young one. Because if it wasn't for them accomplishing all what has happened all this time, and now they've come to the end of one trail and starting new ones. So if you will, please, in your own way, in your own language, Gaime, please join me, help me, because it's not for us, it's for them. Help us guide them, help us bless them, help us give strength to them, because out there it is not easy. It can be mean, it can be hateful. There are roadblocks out there that they have to come up against and go around and go through. So we must give them the strength through prayer, through ceremony, through songs, using sweetgrass, sage, cedar, cornmeal, tadadine, yellow corn pop. Yes, we're all different people. We're all different tribes. But yet, we are the same. We are all one people. We are all children of Mother Earth. So with that in mind, Gaime, let's begin for them. Hitna na nashti tsayayut, Gaime Hawaii. Amoshira metru kastatsem a aku me hanatu waikasti tihutan itate hutan etek stamut kaukini stama akutem stamut temesh intanut wa dawa amu na nashti tsayayut Gaime Hawaii Hawaii ma zik stamut stama akutemesh Hitna na nashti tsayayut wa dawa amun. Na nashti tsayayut. Grandfather, grandmother, please come with us and help us. Guide our children. For when they go on their journey, they make it a good journey. That they are strong and that they have good mind, good spirit, good heart. To chase all their dreams, to make them come true. Give them the strength, grandfather, grandmother, to make us proud. Give them the strength to make good decisions so that we as parents don't have to worry too much. Help them, guide them, protect them. Because we love them. Help them. Help them make good decisions. Help them be strong. Help them not to forget who they are, where they come from. Help them to remember all those who were standing beside them, giving them advice, giving them strength, giving them inspiration, so that they can remember and go in a good way. Give them the strength so that we don't have to worry for them, that we don't have to worry too much, because as parents, that's what we do. Send them with songs, send them with prayers, send them with ceremonies, so that wherever it is that they go in a good way, making us proud, not forgetting who they are, where they come from. Help them, help them achieve all their dreams, all their hopes, all the things that they want in their heart for their family, for their village, for their ceremonies, that they carry them to give them strength, because some of those tests are going to be hard. They're going to be tall, they're going to be wide, they're going to be thick, but yet we have to give them the strength to pass through all those things. Gaime, Please. There are so many things we don't know, so many things we don't understand. Watch over them. Take care of them and protect them. Make us proud that they are our children. That they are people representing our village, our homes, our families. So many things are out there that can distract them. Give them the strength to see through all of that, to see all the goodness that is out there and to embrace it, not to be afraid of it. Watch over all the ones who helped them get this far. Those of you that are graduating, thank those who helped you. Give them a hug because they didn't have to do it, but they did it. There are so many things. Be proud. You've accomplished a lot. You've come this far. How cool, how puna, how dynamitic, nagamitic, the always looking. Gaime est ama akutemes, amutitemes, neke bar me. Be careful on your journey. Be brave and be strong in your efforts to make us proud. Now, I am honored and I am so proud of all of you. This COVID has tested us as people, as Native people. But yet we come out at the end. We still stand strong. We still sing our songs. We still say our prayers. Be careful when you go out there. Be an example for all those ones that are following you, that are looking at you. Show them that you can be able to be a good example, if not for them, for your family, for your village, for your home. Don't ever just go out there and think nobody cares about you, nobody loves you. We do. I was told that there is a key ceremony. I asked, what does this key represent? It's a passage from the seniors to the juniors for them to grow mentally, physically, spiritually as they go through their journey, finishing their journey of school. And I asked, what is on this key? They said there are ribbons on there. And what I've been told, the class chooses the color of the ribbon and the class flower. And I thought, why not add an eagle feather? Because this is an Indian school. There are native students from all over. I asked, why can't we add an eagle feather? Because this eagle feather represents and is used by every single tribe. There is not a tribe that does not use it and think of it highly. And I thought, why can't we add to this key, this eagle feather? As a blessing for all the ones who are coming up after the seniors leave, to bless them with the flight of knowledge, to bless them with the strength of knowing who they are, where they come from, so that it represents pride in those things. So from my family, me and my son, Tsananaka, Noah, we are gifting the school an eagle feather. It will be blessed. I myself, if not with my son, by myself, will deliver this eagle feather to the school. It's time for a change. So I want that tradition of inspiration to continue for all the kids that are coming. There's more. They're coming. We need to make sure that they are proud of who they are, where they come from, for their songs, their prayers, all those things. We cannot just let it go. So in that sense, that is what's going to happen. In the meantime, Gaime, please go me hashchane. Be brave and be strong in your efforts, in your journey, wherever it is that takes you. Go on.
Join me in welcoming this year's keynote speaker, Ms. Valerie Butterbrant, class of 2010.
Congratulations to the graduating class of 2021 at Sherman Indian High School. I want to start by acknowledging that a little over a year ago, all of our lives were turned upside down by COVID-19. Our everyday lives have been affected by this pandemic, from individuals losing jobs to losing loved ones. As we move forward, I pray you have all found peace and strength during these times. For each Sherman student that is graduating today, know that you're a part of the 65% of Native American students that will graduate from high school. For our Native communities, only 14.5% of students will earn a bachelor's degree, while 4.8% will obtain a master's degree, and less than 1% will get a PhD. Despite these statistics, we shouldn't let it define us. College is only one way to be successful. This is only one path of success. There are so many paths out there, like raising a family, trade school, construction, real estate, barber and cosmetology licensing, and even developing our own businesses. Don't let society determine what you should be passionate about, and you need to choose your own path of success. In 2010, I decided to attend Sherman Indian High School, primarily because I was looking for a stable environment. As a teenager, I was overwhelmed with having to take on a lot of responsibility before I was ready. The summer before my senior year, I was working with the Bishop Paiute tribe and using my checks to pay for bills like trash, propane, electricity, and water. I used to have to find a ride to pick up my commods for my household, and I soon realized I was not going to be able to buy running shoes for my cross country and track, nor attend any of the out of town meets my senior year. Growing up, I lacked parental supervision, and I remember failing the first 3 to 4 weeks of my senior year on purpose. Keep in mind, I was an A student. They say when a plane is going down, you have to put your mask on first so that you can breathe before you can help someone else. My goal was to make sure that I was okay and then help my family, community, and friends. I finally asked my mom to let me go to Sherman Indian High School. Sherman gave me a place to be a kid and to meet Native students from all across the United States. I remember being so happy when I found that Sherman gave students free athletic shoes for sports. Sherman provided me with many of my first opportunities that I would have never experienced. For example, we went to Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights, Six Flags with my cross country team, LA Galaxy Native American Heritage Night soccer game, my first baseball game, my first pro basketball game, my first pro hockey game at the Staples Center, and lastly, Balboa Beach. We're a Sherman family across classes and years, and I keep in contact with many of the students that I've met throughout the years, and I've seen their successes and watched their families grow, and I'm very proud to be a Sherman alumni. After high school, I went on to get my bachelor's in political science from the University of California, Merced. Looking back, I wish I had gotten a business degree because I could have applied that degree to any field I was passionate about. In the first few years of college, I suffered from culture shock because of the lack of Native community at UC Merced. I didn't attend my first year orientation due to lack of funding, and I didn't live on campus because UC Merced did not have enough student housing. My first semester GPA was a 1.42 GPA. I should have been academically dismissed my first year. I was depressed and I felt like a failure because I'd lost all of my scholarships. However, we're all facing with forks in the road. I call these defining moments in our lives. I had several options, many of which meant walking away from completing my degree. Instead, I chose to fight and work hard at getting my GPA up to a 2.0, which was the minimum requirement to get my scholarships back and off of academic probation. I want you to know, even if you make the wrong choice and you go down the wrong path, there's always the opportunity to make it back onto the right path. Yet, the more wrong choices you make, the harder it is to come back. I worked hard by going to tutoring hours and going to my professor's office hours. I never went on academic probation again, nor lost any of my scholarships because of academic failure. I worked in Washington, D.C. for a little over 2.5 years with the National American Indian Housing Council. I was presented with the opportunity to assist in the Asset Building Conference in Albuquerque, New Mexico in 2017, where I met the former executive director, from the Catherine M. Booter Center with Washington University in St. Louis. She discussed the possibility of going back to graduate school to get my master's degree. I applied and got in the following year on a full ride. My first year of graduate school, I lived in St. Louis. I was pregnant with my daughter, and I gave birth 6 weeks before the semester was over. I still maintained a 3.69 GPA, even though I was faced with pregnancy discrimination and a lack of support. I took a year off to recover from pregnancy and to be a mom. When I returned in the fall of 2020, I had discovered I'd lost my scholarship after being insured in writing. I would not. I spoke up and began to voice my opinion, and Washington University in St. Louis decided to honor my scholarship that I had lost. I went back the second year remotely due to COVID-19, and I managed to do it with spotty internet, limited daycare for my 2-year-old, and I'm pregnant with my second child. I received a 3.8 GPA my fall semester, a 4.0 GPA my final semester, and I worked 15 to 25 hours a week from my home office, and I'm proud to say I graduate this May with my master's in social work. People ask me every day, how do I do it? My advice is self-care and self-discipline. I get up 2 hours before I need to be awake every day. I do it to give myself time to get ready for the day, cook breakfast, drink coffee, and enjoy a bit of silence before my morning starts. It has not always been easy. Every single thing I've ever done in my entire life has been super hard. As Native people, we're historically disadvantaged and faced with many barriers. But it's up to us not to let the door shutting in our face stop us from achieving more. I've been told no. I've been told I can't do something, or someone tries to block me from accomplishing my goals. I didn't let them define what I was capable of doing. Sherman, class of 2021, you are going to have your own struggles and your own pushback. And if you keep pushing through those struggles, it does get better. If you don't give up, no matter how hard or how dark and how bad it gets, you have to keep pushing on, because you can get stuck in that dark spot. But if you keep pushing through it and you push a little more and you put a little time in, and you'll get through it and you will accomplish those goals. I know how cliche this may sound, but it's so true. My advice is to surround yourself with 5 people you aspire to be like, because those 5 people will be who you will act like. If you're faced with a fork in the road, like going to college, write a pros and cons list to go to college and a pros and cons list not to go to college, or for any decision you want to make in life. And lastly, you're the only person who is going to be able to motivate you. I once heard it this way: not everyone is meant to climb the mountain with you. Some people are going to stop at the 10,000 base camp, some at the 20,000 base camp, while you continue on to the top. It is not that you forget the people, but some of the people can only go so far with you on your journey to your own success. You may have to leave behind family or friends, but the purpose is to do so to do what makes you happy, and to find people who will support you throughout your whole journey and not just bits and pieces. We need to be the change that we want to see. Our ancestors sacrificed a lot for us to be here today. We are no less Native American if we live on the reservation or in urban cities. It is our turn to create the change we want to see. We can't just complain about it, and we have to understand that we are more powerful united than divided. The Standing Rock, No Dapple movement has proven this. We need to revitalize and bring our communities forward. I strive to be the parent and person I always wanted. I strive to offer my children more and to give them the resources that they need to be successful. I broke the cycle of trauma, and I'm doing so by raising the next generation. If you don't give up, you'll succeed, because you'll have limitless potential. Again, congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. You did it.
Join me in welcoming 2 very special ladies in the Sherman community is our counselors, Mrs. Carlene Clifford and Mrs. Stephanie McMorris. By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of California, the Bureau of Indian Education, and our presiding school board members, I hereby, Dr. Funston Whiteman, confer upon each of you the degree earned with all its rights, honors, and responsibilities, your high school diploma. Congratulations, seniors. Fellow Sherman alum, Sherman Braves, school board members, tribal dignitaries, leaders, friends and family, join me in saying farewell to our graduating seniors. Seniors, you are a Sherman Brave. You are always welcome to your campus. Congratulations and thank you.